1,064 horsepower and 800 some pound-feet of torque. Ladies and gentlemen, we've hit a new high. So we all know the ZR1 is supposed to be the pinnacle of the Corvette. Ever since, the C3, they made the ZR1 through those generations, and it's always been the most powerful, and it's always hit a new benchmark every generation. This time, which boggles the mind, the ZR1, which makes, again, 1,064 some horsepower, is not going to be the top of the 8th generation. They're going to make a new thing, a new brand, a new trim, and they're going to call it the Zora. So now I'm just kind of like, okay, what's that going to have? 4-wheel drive? Is it going to be a hybrid with an electric motor system? Are they basically making the Z06 with twin turbos and including an E-race style all-wheel drive electric system? Because that's insane. That's probably an extra 200 horsepower, 100 horsepower. It's going to be a beast. And I'm just thinking about the competition. Dodge is out of the picture, all right? I'm not seeing Dodge being able to compete with this right now, especially since they've already discontinued their Challengers and their Chargers. And then a new Charger, which is all electric. It's super heavy. I'm really not seeing that really compete as well in that space. And then, to be honest, it doesn't compare, considering it's an all-electric car, and we're talking Ford and Chevy are still in the V8 game, which, thank goodness, because I'm just so glad nobody went down the path Dodge did. Now, if we're going to talk about Ford, we got the GTD. I do remember arguing with my friend about if the Ford GT is better than the C8 Corvette Z06. And the GT does slightly beat it in a straight line. I'm sure they pretty much stack up evenly on a prepped racetrack. But overall, this is an entirely different, genre right now. We're in a completely different generation of car. If I were to put my finger on it, the Mustang now, with the Camaro gone, unfortunately, has to compete with the Corvette, so it's making its way. And we all know the top of the line right now is the GTD, and probably will be for the 7th generation Mustang. When it comes to Chevrolet, the ZR1 is made, in my opinion, to compete with the Mustang GTD. I think it was made specifically for that track-oriented purpose, to compete with Ford and beat them. And if I remember correctly, I'm going to look it up. The Mustang has... Okay, this is crazy. So, I'm going to tell you all the power, and then I'm going to tell you all the weight difference. We're looking at an over 800 horsepower car. This is the GTD. Now, let's put this into consideration. Unlike BMW, the Mustang GTD also weighs less. I believe it's 3,200 pounds, while the C8 ZR1 is around 3,600. So it's lighter. It's got a big old wing. I know the ZR1 does, but I mean, look at the GTDs. It's literally welded to the chassis of the car. The ZR1 makes more power, and I mean, I don't really know where to go from it. I'm pretty sure both cars are boosted, so it's like, okay, what's really going to be the defining factor? We're only going to know once we see them on the track. In my opinion, I think the Corvette's got it, not because I'm biased, but because of just the way it's built. It is a mid-engine layout. It has twin turbos. It's got the Z06 flat-plane crank 5.5-liter V8 in it. I think it's going to smoke the GTD by a little bit. Okay, so maybe the terminology is wrong there. Not smoke it, but it'll do the job. Just sucks the Camaro's gone. Anyway, I'm not gonna make this a complaining video. I'm just gonna sit here and take the punch that GM has given me. But nevertheless, I am a Corvette guy at heart. Maybe one day I'll get myself a Z06 if everything works. But yeah, nah, this car is crazy, y'all. This car is insane. I just wanted to tell y'all. I just wanted to give y'all an update because I just think this was really, really wild from GM. I did not expect this ZR1 to make anywhere near 1,000. I was thinking maybe 800, if anything, 850. I did not see 900 plus, but that's crazy. Ford's gone crazy. But we also have to remember that the Zora might be coming out. So the ZR1 might not be the top of the line for the CA generation. Simultaneously, the Shelbys are also going to be competitive in this market. We've already seen the Super Snake. Nowhere near as aggressive as the GTD, yet it does pack a punch with that Whipple. Overall, I'm just comparing Ford and Chevy at this point. But, they've always been compared. They've been the biggest rival to each other. I just want to see what the new Ford GT does, because if that thing can pack some mean power numbers, then the Corvette's on its own, and I think it can hold its weight. The car did just come out, so we have plenty of stuff to look at, plenty of things to see in the future and look forward to, and we can only dream of what's to come. So yeah, stay tuned, like and subscribe if you like this video, and if you guys want to see more content like this, let me know. See you.